Hi, I'm Graham Standish, and I'm the Executive Director of Samaritan Counseling, Guidance, and Consulting. And I am really excited to introduce you to our newest staff member of Samaritan. This is Dr. Debbie Moon. She is a professor of social work at the Pitt School of Social Work, and you can see we've got the Heinz Chapel and the Cathedral of Learning in the background. But we wanted to introduce you to her because she is coming on as a mental health coach to help us to move into a really exciting and new area for Samaritan. So, Debbie, I just wanted to ask you some questions and
Sure.
help them to understand what you're doing. You're coming on to Samaritan as a mental health coach. What is a mental health coach?
Sure. So mental health coaching is about promoting positive mental health beyond eliminating or maintaining or managing mental illness. So when people think about mental health, a lot of people think about if you don't have like a depression, if you don't have anxiety, I'm healthy. But that's not really true. There is a positive mental health that you could actually work on to really get the fullest potential that humans are designed. So mental health coaching is about helping people to identify their goals and live toward that fullest, like flourishing lives according to the value systems that they really that's important to them.
Good. And so really, this may be for people who don't need the in-depth counseling, but really could benefit from learning how to live a mentally healthier life.
That's exactly it. And some people really do need a more traditional type of clinical therapy, but not everybody. And then there's like so many opportunities that are missed because the traditional mental health system really focuses on just, the symptoms. But, being really mentally healthy is really like flourishing in all aspects of your life, and then everybody really has a way to as a place that they work on to really live a flourishing life.
Yeah, that's great. So you're also a professor of social work at Pitt, and you're going to be working part-time for us. Tell us about your work and life as a professor at Pitt in social work and your experience of mental health.
Sure. So I'm an associate professor in the School of Social Work at the University of Pittsburgh, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker and also used to work as a board certified music therapist. So I have experience of being a therapist, and then when I started my scholarly work, I focused on preventing trauma because I used to work as a trauma therapist. And then recently I became interested in creating mental health intervention that integrates spirituality and faith into evidence-based mental health therapy that's called cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. So my work really focuses on bringing out this like evidence-based mental health practice into the community so that more people, whether or not they have mental illness, can access this information and then use that for them to maintain positive mental health. I also have been teaching graduate social work students who want to become therapists, really focusing on cognitive behavioral therapy, have advanced training in CBT-based work. So I feel very passionate about CBT, and then that's kind of major modality that I like to work with as a therapist. And then also the research project that I'm conducting with faith leaders in the churches, it's integrating CBT with the spirituality. So I'm a CBTer in heart, and then it's the fact that I can also integrate CBT with the biblical principles. It's just such an important work for me, personally meaningful to me.
Yeah, and not only that, but you just answered the third question I had and did a very good job of it. I will say you hear in Debbie's background a really high quality of work and research and everything else, which has been a huge part of Samaritan, which is bringing on therapists, bringing on staff who really work at the higher standards. So my next question and my last question is, so why did you pursue this with Samaritan?
Yeah. So for me, this integration of spirituality with my scholarly and then clinical work is something new that I'm getting into. And I know that for many, many years for Samaritan, this has been their expertise, integrating spirituality with mental health care. So there's no better place for me to start this work. And also, Dr. Stanish, you as an executive director of the Samaritan, brings in this wealth of knowledge and spiritual integration, has networked with a lot of churches throughout the Pennsylvania. So all this like infrastructure and then support from other therapists who understand the integration piece, it's really great. So yeah, the Samaritan is really a perfect place for me to start this work, and really look forward to get to know people and then build a relationship with folks here.
Good, thanks. And you can already tell from the way Debbie's talked that she really does get relationships and really does have a passion for helping people live better lives. So Debbie, I really appreciate you taking the time to interview with this. And I'm hoping that you, as you watch this interview, if you think you might benefit from working with somebody who can help you develop better mental health skills, please contact us. You can find Debbie's information on your website and contact information on how to set up an appointment. So thank you.
Thank you.